see if you're stronger than Kakarot.
Who'd have thought? Matching one of the most iconic action anime of all time with one of the best fighting game developers in the business turns out to be a good idea. Dragon Ball FighterZ successfully adapts the fast and thrilling pace of a Dragon Ball fight into a 3-on-3 2D fighting game built around a beginner-friendly combo system and some of the most gorgeous and true-to-the-source cel-shaded art styles around. Despite the visual chaos, Dragon Ball FighterZ mechanics are actually deceptively simple and easy to learn. There are just 4 attack buttons, no complicated special move input commands, and no Dragon Punch motions. If you can throw a fireball in Street Fighter, you can perform just about every single move and technique in FighterZ. That's great, especially since you're required to handle 3 characters at once. The one place where its simplicity goes too far is that each character has 2 damaging auto combos that you can execute by just mashing either the light or medium attack buttons. Add on to that the ability to use a safe on-block homing attack that can quickly close the distance and enable those auto combos to land, and you have a system where low skill tactics are very effective. A down-heavy attack can punish those homing attacks, but it can be tricky to time, especially if lag is involved, which makes it frustrating when your opponent decides to spam the move. But when you're matched with another player of the same skill, FighterZ is fast, fluid, and cerebral. There's just something so incredibly satisfying and so uniquely Dragon Ball about combos like this.
Unbelievable!
The roster of 24 characters is pretty great. Oddballs like Ginyu earn their spot on the roster with unique mechanics, such as summoning members of the Ginyu Force, or Nappa's ability to plant Cybermen that eventually grow and fight.
What?
Developer Arc System Works has found a great balance between making each character similar enough that they're easy to learn, and also adding enough depth and nuance to give them their own distinctive feel.
I was no match for you.
In the single-player campaign, FighterZ lengthy original story involves an invasion of mysterious clones and the sudden appearance of a new character in Android 21. It starts off fine, but by the end of the 10 to 12 hours of the slow-moving and derivative plot, I had all but checked out. Clearing out weak clone fighters between important fights feels like padding. Sure, you can level up and earn new skills, but their benefits are hardly noticeable once you're in an actual match. The real reason it's worth playing for Dragon Ball fans is the special fan-servicey conversations before a match. Pairing amusing oddball combos like Gotenks and Captain Ginyu treats you to laugh out loud funny moments. Seeking those out were far more fun than the actual story.
What? Did you just go like Captain Spicer's lame after he spent all that time thinking him up?
Are you kidding? That's nothing. I can strike an even cooler pose.
If you want to test yourself against the AI, FighterZ's unique approach to arcade mode is definitely the way to go. As you fight through specially themed teams of fighters, you're graded after each battle, which dictates the path that you take, either high, middle, or low. It can be extremely difficult to try and remain on the high path the whole way, which gives you something to strive for as you play. The downsides are that there's no way to restart a losing match, and sometimes the difficulty spikes can be huge from one match to the next. The most charming parts of FighterZ can be found in the lobby, in which your chibi avatar can interact with other players through emotes and stickers, which you can find more of in loot boxes. While loot boxes are almost always terrible, they're actually not that bad here. FighterZ is very generous with its in-game currency, and by the time I had completed story mode, a few runs of arcade mode, and some combo challenges, I'd unlocked a ton of stickers, more titles than I would ever want to choose from, and all but 7 avatars, all without spending a penny. As far as online play goes, my experience has been about 50-50. There were times when it was so smooth I might as well have been playing against someone right next to me. Other times, it was an infuriating lag fest that would usually end with a disconnect. That's something we have to hope Arc System Works will stabilize soon. Between the accessible auto combos, homing attacks, and simplified command inputs, Dragon Ball FighterZ is an inviting gateway into the world of fighting games for newcomers, whether you're a Dragon Ball fan or not. Those easy controls can open the door to some spammy behavior, but just as often it's satisfying in a way that does right by the Dragon Ball name. Dragon Ball FighterZ has enough depth and complexity to glow as brilliantly as a Super Saiyan. For more on Dragon Ball FighterZ, check out our videos showcasing some of the dramatic moments, and also check out the first 18 minutes of story mode. And for everything else, keep it right here on IGN.
Don't worry, I've still got more in me.